Hello everyone. Halloween is way behind us, but that is no excuse to give up the opportunity to tickle your nerves a little, right? And we're not talking about ghosts or vampires or anything paranormal. How about some creepy videos? There are plenty of videos on YouTube that are really terrifying, so much so that you wish you hadn't actually watched them, because they can scare the hell out of you. Or at least make you feel a strange anxiety and constantly turn around, feeling as if there's someone else in the room. However, it's better to see it all with your own eyes, so if you're not afraid, then let's get it on. Baby laughs a lot. Before Netflix was invented, people had to watch shows on TV, and they were interrupted very often by advertising, and it wasn't always good. Many of those commercials today seem nice, naive, and kind of old school, but there are also those that make you feel uneasy, or even scared.
Just push the button and she starts to giggle.
In 1971, there was a lot of toy commercials on TV, including ads for Baby Laugh-A-Lot dolls. Laughing dolls seem like a good idea. However, if you just check this video, it becomes clear that its protagonist might well be the mother or an older sister of Chucky from Child's Play. All that's missing is a knife. By the way, the baby doesn't really laugh a lot, it mostly giggles like a crazy little maniac, and the kids in the commercials look pretty traumatized by this creepy giggling. Eventually, they start laughing maniacally too, out of fear, no doubt. Anyway, this is the kind of commercial you want to turn off, and you can't because you're too scared. Marina Mordegard-Gleskov. When this video went viral, people who consider themselves skeptics for some reason refused to watch until the end, all because of the story that came with this video. Supposedly, people who risked watching the video wanted to cut out their eyes, and then they actually did it. Even seeing it for 40 seconds would make you freak out. The video was thus removed and sent for investigation to the Federal Security Department, and the user who uploaded the video was never actually found. To ease the fuss, they decided to keep a short version of the video on YouTube, consisting of the first 20 seconds. As the experiment showed, it didn't cause negative reactions in people. The rest of the story is unknown though. But more than 150 people suffered after watching this video. You can also find information that the person from the video has schizophrenia and never closes his eyes, and also has some paranormal abilities. It was even said that the name of this creepy video was the name of the company that made it. The more information there is, the more absurd it all sounds. Besides, you can find many theories against all this, but looking at this red man still gives you the creeps. Mickey Mouse. This strange video is referred to as the never-produced Mickey Mouse cartoon. For a few minutes, the famous black and white mouse walks down a black and white street to random sounds of a piano. Then the background begins to change slowly, growing darker, and instead of music, you hear screams. In other, more recent and high-quality versions of the freaky video that you can find online, Mickey changes as well, and it looks really creepy. Then the mouse falls, and next to him you see a strange demonic figure, similar to one that you can see in Night on Bald Hill in Disney's Fantasia. In the end, the video suddenly stops on Mickey's big smiling face, like in the beginning and end of the old Disney movies. Only at the bottom under the logo, you can find a weird caption in bad Russian. It roughly reads, "The sights of hell bring its viewers back in." What does it mean though? We have no idea, but if the devil had his hand in making this video, he definitely used Google Translate. Little Baby's Ice Cream. Little Baby's Ice Cream was an ice cream company based in Philadelphia. It was founded in 2011 and probably would have remained one of the many American companies that didn't particularly draw much attention to itself. But one ad changed everything, or rather a few videos the company released to promote their product. One of the famous videos featured an androgynous model covered with ice cream and eating it out of her own skull with a spoon. It looks completely crazy. Apparently, it was implied that the model was made of ice cream, which is so delicious that this ice cream person couldn't resist. It's a very, very weird idea, and the video leaves a sense of discomfort mixed with disgust.
If you want to lick something, lick us.
It makes you want to turn this video off immediately. However, it didn't help their business, and in 2019, the company officially ceased to exist. Lost in the Catacombs. This viral video is an extract from a documentary. The original film, shot by Francis Friedland, included fragments of a video shot in the catacombs of Paris in the early 1990s by an anonymous person. It was said that his camera was allegedly discovered many years later by a group of tomb researchers. Those who found the camera claimed that the video was terrifying and tragic. The supposedly unnamed researcher becomes more and more disoriented by the second. He moves through aisles covered with human bones and illuminated only by the light of the camera, forgetting where he actually is. Getting lost in huge catacombs full of human remains and realizing that no one will ever help you again sounds terrible. Skeptics believe that this video is actually fake, and it was probably made by the authors of the film themselves, but still, it's pretty creepy. Who is behind our face? Olivier de Sagazan is a French artist, sculptor, and a bit of an actor, but he's not the type to bother with brushes and paper. De Sagazan's work usually focuses on the artist himself, sculpting layers of clay and paint on his own face, and sometimes his body. Well, there's nothing scary about that. Some of our viewers will probably say, artists are weird guys, but how can something like that be creepy? That's ridiculous. Well, turns out it can, and it's not even about the power of art. Just watching someone gradually losing everything human, becoming a monster from someone's nightmares. Anyway, that's not what you should be watching before going to bed. Creeper in my apartment. How often do you get the feeling that you're not alone in your house, even if you are absolutely sure that there's no one else there? Have you ever heard strange footsteps or rustles at night in empty rooms that couldn't be attributed to pets? That's exactly what happened to Joe Cummings. One day, he found out that there was someone living in his apartment, stealing his food and drinks and doing their business in the sink. Joe was sure that it wasn't his girlfriend, but he couldn't quite figure out how an intruder could be in his apartment. So he set up a hidden camera and made this scary footage. It turned out that Joe's apartment had indeed been infiltrated by some girl who was really doing all of those things. When he saw the frightening footage, he immediately called the police. The guards found out that the mysterious girl was living in the attic and was apparently coming down the fire escape. She probably lived like this for at least a couple of weeks, and while many users believe that this story isn't real, this video is still frightening. It's scary because it makes you wonder if there's a stranger in your own house. Dining room or There Is Nothing. This short film with a rather strange title was created by David B. Earl and uploaded to his YouTube channel in 2006. The video depicts a grey-skinned girl sitting at a dinner table with a spoon in her hand. Through the window, you can see fire in the background, but what could have been a music video for some rock band turned out to be some freaky nonsense. According to the director's idea, and we're very interested in how something like that came to his mind, the video was designed to be looped infinitely. Halfway through, the video begins to play backwards as well as the sound. At the very beginning, the girl says 3 strange words, which you can recognize at the end of the movie when they're played backwards.
See, right there is
And if you loop the video, you lose track of time when you don't know where the movie starts or ends, and maybe you'll damage your brain. Of course, this was not the director's idea, but frankly, all the reasoning about life, death, and paradoxes expressed on his personal website is nothing compared to what's really important: a scary girl with a spoon in her hand summoning Satan. Psst, dude, are you looking for new technologies and great gadgets? Are your thoughts focused on the future? Do you love huge vehicles and can't imagine your life without robots around you? Then visit TechZone and you'll find all this and more. The link is in the description. You interested? Great.